This is the prototype for the Smart Hub for a smart TV. It's divided up into these different widgets on the top portion of the screen, and then at the bottom has a list of all the most recently used apps and it's organized by the most popular. So in this case, if you go to the Smart Hub and you want to watch Netflix, and that's the app that you watch most of the time, it's going to be located here, followed by the second most used, third most used, and so on. In this case, Netflix is the most popular one, Pandora is the second most popular one, and so on. So in this case, let's say you watch Netflix. You scroll through these ones using the left and right arrows on the remote. When you click Netflix, it takes you to the Netflix screen, just automatically makes a full screen. Then you start interfacing with the Netflix app. To get back to the Smart Hub homepage, you click the Smart Hub button, and it takes you back here. So the widgets on the top portion of the screen are divided into like different parts of the screen. So in the upper left quadrant, it's the last played. So in this case, they're watching The Big Bang Theory. So it's still, since it was live TV, it would still be playing with audio, and then all the other widgets, everything else is kind of, you can navigate through it, but the last played is still showing and the audio is still going. If you're watching Netflix or a different app down here, something that is like streamed that you can pause and play, then this would be on pause. And the reason I did that is, like, if you're watching football, it's important that if you go to this screen, you still see your game that you're watching. Or if you're listening to Pandora, and you go to this screen, it's important that you still hear the music. But if you're watching Netflix, it's less likely that you're most likely going to want to pause whatever you're watching on Netflix and then check your widgets. So there's all these different widgets. So here we have a stock ticker, we have weather, news, and then map to work. If you click on any of the widgets, like if you click on this weather widget, it takes you to an expanded, more detailed version. So you would see, just more details. The buttons, the apps at the bottom of the screen are still available. So if you are looking at the weather and then you realize, you want to watch Netflix, you can click the down arrow and get to the Netflix or any of the other apps. To get back out of the weather widget, you would just hit the return button and you're back here. In this case, the stock ticker, it's automatically scrolling. The news, it shows you the most recent news that you like. And you pretty much navigate through these ones using the up, down. You use the arrows on the remote also. So it's really intuitive. Then another nice feature is that you can also create and you can add users and change users. So if you aren't Christian and you're Irene, then you can click the A button on the remote, then it takes you to the user screen, and you can change users. Irene can click on her name, or if Irene clicks on her name, then it takes her to her screen. In this case, she has different widgets, maybe like a to-do list, maybe like she likes to see the deals that are on Groupon, or like the different scores of her favorite football teams. So the nice thing is that everybody's homepage can be customized, and then let's say Irene, you want to change users or add a user. If you wanted to add a user, you can go here. When you click add a user, you enter your name and your email address, and you get emailed a link to set up your homepage through a website. So that way, it would be a lot easier to set up your homepage on a website than using your remote control to set it up through your TV. And I would also make it so that you can set up the widgets and it'd be a mobile friendly website, because most likely if you're going to be sitting in front of the TV, it would probably make sense if you could set up your TV on your cell phone, because most likely you're not going to have your desktop or laptop right in front of you. So Then Kristen goes back to his homepage, and this kind of follows the storyboard layout. So let's say in the morning the TV's on and you see there's an accident on the way to work, then it would save you time from having to look it up elsewhere. So it's pretty much just a centralized location for all the things that you would find useful. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.